Hey guys, what's up? Faramar here. I just want to go over a quick guide on how to properly use your Razor Coral, as well as synergizing it with your ink pods. These are going to be the two new trinkets that are from the Eternal Palace raid. They've been out for a little while. I've been getting some questions on, what's the best way to use Razor Coral, right? Is ink pod with Blood of the Enemy really good and everything like that. So I'm just going to cover, how to use Razor Coral in this guide, and I'm going to cover how to land your big Wombo combo with your ink pod. Okay, so Razor Coral, ultimately what it does is it's a 20-second cooldown, and this trinket is going to essentially put a stack and proc damage onto your target, and every time it procs that damage, it's going to put another stack, right? And that's going to build up and build up, build up. The second effect of this trinket, both are 20-second cooldowns. The second effect of this trinket is going to transfer those stacks from your target. It's going to take all of them off, right? And it's going to turn it into critical strike for you. For 20 seconds. So roughly at the 430 eye level, one stack of these is going to be worth about 1.3% crit, something in that range. All the different eye levels, all the way up to 455, are anywhere from like 1.2 to like 1.7% crit per stack, right? You can do the math yourself, kind of see what it's giving you per stack, and then how many stacks you'll need to get to that 100% critical strike window. Less important as of what I'm saying right now, though. For the basics on how to use Razor Coral. 1. Apply it immediately after exiting stealth on a fight. There is no global cooldown on it, so you can do it at the exact same time as you cast your first rip. That's what I typically do, and there you go. So that's the first ability I'm going to use outside of stealth, right? So then it's going to start building the stacks, okay? Some people prefer to use it on the Tiger's Furies, if they're running Jungle Fury, of course, to give them a little bit extra critical strike with it. I don't recommend using it every Jungle Fury, though. I would recommend, if you want to do it that way, that you stagger it maybe every other Jungle's Fury, so that you let it marinate a little bit and build up some stacks like that. Otherwise, you're going to be popping with like 1 or 2 stacks, and you get like 3%, 4% extra crit for 20 seconds. It's decent, right? It's not horrible, but I think it's better to just kind of go through with it a few times. You're going to get, crits on those stacks as well when you're using your Jungle Furies by themselves. Anyways, here's how I do it. I pop it immediately coming out of stealth. Then I'm going to let it build up stacks, and my next Berserk, right? My next Berserk, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it at the exact same time that I pop that Berserk. Berserk lasts 20 seconds. Razor Coral's crit strike lasts 20 seconds. It's perfect. The thing that I like about using it with Berserk is the fact that you're going to get the most globals. You're going to get the most abilities out with Berserk, right? Which means that critical strike means much more during your Berserk window than when you're not in your Berserk window, right? You're going to get more bites, you're going to get more shreds, you're going to get more rakes, etc. So I recommend using it every time you're going to use a Berserk. Obviously, if the boss is close to dying, right, they're like 20% health or something like that, your Berserk still has like 2 minutes or a minute and a half on it, right? You know you're not going to get another Berserk, okay? Then I recommend using it when the boss is at probably around like a 10% health range. And make sure that you use it with your Tiger's Fury, so that you're getting, the extra damage on those crits as well. So yeah, that's basically how I use Razor Coral. There's not a whole lot more to it. It kind of seemed like a complicated trinket when it first came out, but it's actually pretty straightforward, so don't be scared of it. This is one of the best trinkets you can run as a Feral Druid. Second, the next trinket that you can run as a Feral Druid is the Dribbling Ink Pod. This drops off of Orgazoa. Oh, sorry, the Ashvanes Razor Coral, if you don't know, it's in the name, drops off of Ashvane. Dribbling Ink Pod, though, drops off of Orgazoa, the very next boss. This is going to accumulate stacks as you go, right? Those stacks don't do anything until that boss hits 29% health, though. As soon as that boss is under 30% health, all of those stacks pop for a certain amount of damage. So what I recommend running with your dribbling ink pod is going to be your rank 3 Blood of the Enemy. Rank 1 Blood of the Enemy, rank 2 Blood of the Enemy are fine as well, but rank 3 Blood of the Enemy is where you're going to get this Wombo combo damage out of. So run rank 3 Blood of the Enemy with Jungle Furies, okay, with your Ashvanes Razor Coral. Now what you want to do is you want to line up the perfect amount of stacks. You're going to have to do this math on your own to kind of see. It's going to vary based on what your base crit track is, based on how many Jungle Furies and what eye level your Jungle Furies are. And boom, find out how many stacks of this you need to hit 100% crit. Also, be sure you include the 25% that you get from the Blood of the Enemy, right? And then when the boss drops to 30% health, pop Blood of the Enemy. As soon as you pop it on 30% health, that boss is going to drop below there, and bam, 25% additional damage, guaranteed crit on Ink Pod. Huge amounts of damage. I've seen it personally. I've only seen it hit for like 800, 900k for me, but I have heard of some people hitting for close to 1,000,000 damage. It depends on how long the boss fight is, and if you get really lucky with stacks or not, right? But this is a huge amounts of damage. Overall, your ink pod's going to do like 7% of your overall damage or something like that. I don't want to throw these numbers out just randomly, but it's going to do a large amount of damage. So anyways, try out that Wombo combo and let me know how it feels. Anyways, hope this guide helped you guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys this weekend with some more streaming. So have a good one, my friends.